Yeah, good, beautiful individuals, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It goes by the name Maxwell Lumumba Africa, and Maxwell Lumumba is my name. So for those who are coming across this YouTube channel for the first time, make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and share to other individuals so that they'll be joining Team Maxwell Lumumba. And remember to watch these videos till the end without skipping any ads, because I usually do videos on lifestyle, village logs, commentary, and reaction, where I'm analyzing everything that takes place in the village. Remember, I'm a village boy, a content creator, and my sustainability, I'm depending on YouTube. No jobs, nothing at all. That is survival for the fittest. So let me congratulate the supporters who have been supporting me all throughout. Yeah, when I don't have bundle, they help me with bundle. I'm really grateful. So today we are going deep, very deep into a topic that have been whispered about, joked about, denied, defended, and sometimes aggressively shut down by certain people online. Because sometimes I post something online or I upload a video, some people come, interject, dissect, and all those things. And for those people, this is the video for you. I want to tell you people the reality, how I see you people like. You see, some people are glued in a mentality that this person is perfect. And today's video, I'm going to elaborate that. So today we are going to talk about cult behavior. And specifically, we are breaking down why some creators, including Mura, are showing patterns that looks very cult-like. Now, before the fanatics rush to the comments with caps locks and unbroken English, let me actually make this 100% clear. This video is commentary, opinion, analysis, and education. Nothing in here is an accusation. It's reaction to behaviors that public already sees. So if you are triggered, maybe ask yourself why. This is a real talk. Let me start by defining what cult is, because most people think a cult is just a religious group with some weird beliefs. But professionally, a cult is any group that uses manipulation, control, and emotional pressure to keep followers loyal. And there are some bulleting point characteristics of a cult, and I'll be naming them. To start with, a powerful leader who demands loyalty, manipulation of emotional control, isolation from outside opinions, discouraging critical thinking, punishing anyone who questions the leader, creating an use versus them mentality, over glorifying the leader as a special or chosen, promising unrealistic rewards, and using fear or guilt to control followers. Notice something. You don't need a church or a temple for this. Even a YouTuber with a camera or Wi-Fi can run a cult-like ecosystem. Now, Let us break what professional psychologists say about cult leaders. These traits are documented across history, from political manipulators all the way to charismatic influencers. Typically, cult leaders' traits are the following: grandiosity. They think they are special or chosen. Narcissism. Constant need for praise and admiration. Control. They punish or shame anyone who questions them. Victim mentality. They pretend everyone is attacking them. Love bombing. They shower new followers with attention. Paranoia. They believe that critics are jealous or enemies. Storytelling. They create dramatic narrative to gain sympathy. Lying and exaggerating. They shape reality to fit their images. Now, if you follow Marwa's content, you probably notice some familiar energy here. Let's draw the comparison, because let us do comparison with Marwa. When Marwa says things like, I don't know him, I swear to God, people are jealousy, I'm too smart, I'm chosen, I like Trump, yeah, I'm the village king, I'm rich, I'm the most traveled. These statements are not random. They are classic self-elevations behavior. When he tells his young followers he is misunderstood, or the whole world is against him, that is classic cult leader sympathy building. When someone questions him, whether it's a fan, a traveler, or even a villager, watch what happens. Instant defense, instant anger, instant victim card, instant emotional meltdown. So these are not coincidences. This is behavior that matches the pattern of charismatic individual, desperate for loyalty and allergic to accountability. So let us talk about signs someone may be in a cult and not know it. You can be in a cult without over realizing it, and that's the scary part. So signs that someone may be in a cult are knowing they defend the leader aggressively, even when evidence is clear. I've done videos with evidence, with the receipt of the evidence, but still people come and defend Marwa so much. People come and defend other YouTubers so much. They refuse to hear any criticism. I've criticized before, but the more I criticize, the more phone calls I got. They are not at peace. And they usually believe that their leader is always right. And we have seen that severally. And they go ahead and justify the leader's mistakes. And most of them, you get that they attack anyone who disagrees. They treat outside opinion as hate. And we have seen that evidently. And we have even seen that if you want to be independent, you leave the group. They make you a traitor. They call you a traitor. Look at few individuals the like of Luca the Traveler. They call him a spy because he was leaving the group. Another thing is that they start imitating the leader language and behavior. And most common thing that they do, they rely on the leader for identity and validation. So if you look Mura's comment section, if you have seen how his followers jump at people, if you have ever been attacked just for making a logical observation, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let us talk about prime minions. Every cult like structure as a prime defender. People who act as bodyguards, spiritual police, attack dogs, whatever you want to call them. In Mura's world, you have seen people like Janet Harris. You have seen some individuals that are calling themselves positive reactors. Of recent, we have Village Echoes. We have, I don't know, Mora. We have, I don't know, Prince Odinga. We have, with these another individual. I don't know, David Omanje. We have several of them. And even this Janet Harris, when she saw me at Gintu's place, she told me that I'm unsubscribing. That is well and good. Did you think that that will be end of me? And a few others who appear instantly whenever someone questions Mura. They don't reason, they don't analyze, they just attack. Even some of my own subscribers have told me, because honestly, I used to defend him blindly. I was one of them, but now I see the manipulation. People are waking up, people are seeing patterns. The spell is breaking. That is what some of them, especially who saw him as the idol, and now they are seeing him like a manipulator. And let me tell you consequences of questioning the leader. In any cult, when you question the leader, you become the enemy. You either choose to be with the team or you be the enemy of the team. And with Mura, we have seen it publicly. You question him, you get blocked. You correct him, you are a hater. You expose inconsistency, you are jealous. You analyze his behavior, you run in a pity party situation. Live stream telling the world you are attacking him. Meanwhile, he has the biggest voice, the biggest platform, and uses it to play victim. This is classic historical behavior of leaders who cannot handle accountability. He goes ahead and compares himself as Trump. Let's address this one because people ask it a lot. Why does Mura always say that he likes Trump? It is simple. Trump presents himself as a strong, misunderstood, always attacked, always right leader, which is exactly the kind of identity Mura wants for himself. So cult leaders admire other cult leaders. It is not politics, it is personality mirroring. The issue about the stranger with placard. Let's talk about it, because Mura, where a stranger magically appears at the gate with a neatly written placard begging for help. Come on. This was a script from start to finish. And this individual never wrote this placard by himself. It was written, designed with bold handwriting. That was a script from start to finish. Convenient timing, convenient story, convenient victim narrative. This is exactly how card-like content structures operate, which creates a storyline, builds emotional manipulation, make the leader the savior, and harvest sympathy for donation. It's classic, and viewers are finally starting to see it. Yeah. So, the psychology of a manipulative leader, because we have to talk about it. First, psychologists say that it starts with three things. One, deep insecurity. So, these individuals often grow up needing external validation and validation. So without it, they feel empty. So they build an online person that constantly needs praise. You see, this when Mura keeps repeating, I have the most travel, I'm the smartest in the village, I inspire everyone. They are attempts to fill insecurity with attention. Number two, an obsession with being admired. They crave admiration the way normal people crave oxygen. Once they taste public praise, they become dependent on it. Actually, that's why you see Mura exaggerating his achievement, hyping himself, and creating storylines to start relevant. Number three, fear of losing control. When they realize that they can influence people, they cling to the power. Any question becomes a threat. That's why simple questions turn into dramatic reaction. A follower says that, Mura, why don't you say you don't know that guy? And suddenly it becomes a whole emotional circus. Let's talk about the online creators create cult-like following. And there is a pattern every time. Step one, build a personal myth. The leader creates a heroic story. I came from nothing. Everyone doubted me. I built everything alone. I was selling chicken. Now I'm the president. So Mura uses this a lot. The village boy who made it. Step two, create an enemy. Cult-like creators always need an enemy to unite their followers. For Mura, it's haters, jealous people, other YouTubers trying to bring me down, my best friend going behind me, taking a land. So these keep followers emotionally invested. Step three, emotional manipulation. They use sad stories, dramatic thumbnails, or staged situation to trigger emotion. The way you say that you saw that the stranger with placard video is a perfect example. A random man shown up at the gate begging for help. Then you come out with a camera, clean writing sign, perfect lighting, perfect sympathy storytelling is textbook manipulation. So in cult-like system, followers feel like they must protect the leader, and that is why people are attacking me. That's why you see people fighting strangers in the comment, attacking anyone questions Mura, reporting critical channels and writing essays defending him. They feel like the leader survival depends on them. And why do some followers become extreme? Let us talk about the fans. The extreme one. These are the people who believe like online soldiers. People who actually get offended on the behalf of the leader. People who attack without thinking. Why does this happen? One, it is identity attachment. For some followers, supporting the leaders becomes part of the identity. So if the leader is criticized, they feel personally attacked. That's why the likes of Janet Harris and few others explode in the comments like fireworks. Number two, they genuinely believe that the leader is special. When someone repeats, I'm great, I'm chosen, I'm successful long enough, weak followers start believing it. It is simply psychology. Number three, lack of critical thinking. Some people don't analyze, they don't question anything. They consume content on actually what we call autopilot and thinking loyalty is a personality. Number four, they see leaders as family. This happens a lot online. People feel emotionally close to the creators they have never met. That's why you see comments like, Mura is like my son, Mura is like my brother, I will defend him always. Meanwhile, Mura probably doesn't even know their names. Why people wake up, and this is most important. Many people eventually wake up from cult-like loyalty. Even some of my subscribers told me that I used to defend Mura, but now I see the pattern. What wakes people up? One, repeated lies. Two, contradictions. Three, manipulation becomes obvious. Four, disrespect for followers. Five, script videos. Six, fake narrative, using sympathy for views. The leader attacking innocent people. Seeing more transparency from other creators. So people cannot support someone for years, but once they see behind the curtain, it's over. And let's go back to Mura's storyline because it deserves deep analysis. You mean to tell me that a random stranger just casually walks through the village, showing up at that exact, holding a perfect clean plug, spelling everything perfectly, and immediately get filmed? Come on. Why is this suspicious? One, timing. It came right after backlash, perfect distraction. Because somebody saw that motorcycle thing is not adding up. Let me shift this one to education thing. Number two, setup. Camera already rolling. Perfect angle, no surprise reaction. Number three, narrative conveniences. When a leader feels pressure, a dramatic victim story always appear. Sympathy farming. Viewers are emotionally manipulated to feel sorry, to donate, to defend, to forget controversy. These are classic tactics used to cult-like circus and cycles. And when you get somebody who compares himself as Trump, because when someone actually talk about Trump, it is not always political. Most of this time, they are admired the personality, not the politics. Yeah, and there are some traits Trump displays: confidence when wrong, never apologizing, always playing victim, turning every criticism into jealous, creating a loyal fan base, making supporters feel special, turning drama into entertainment, and using controversies for attention. So these traits are exactly what creators with cult-like pattern want. So when Mura says that he likes Trump, it's more like, I see myself in him. So in cult-like structures, questioning the leader has consequences. Look what happens when someone questions Mura. First, block them. I know a number of people who are blocked. He blocks you faster than even what the internet reverses airtime. Number two, play victim. He complains online. People are attacking me, they are jealousy, they don't want me to succeed. Number three, turn followers against critics. The fans swarm the critics. They write insult. They spread rumors. They claim the critic is jealous. Number four, rewrite the story. He changes the narrative to justify himself. This is exactly how cult leaders protect their image. Yeah? Because another tactic that they use is about confuse the audience. Say one thing today, say the opposite tomorrow, deny something that you said last week, pretend you don't know people you clearly know, and create cues so no one can track the truth. So this confusion makes followers rely on the leader even more. It's manipulation through mental fog. Always, guys, we are about to close this video. So, the financial motivation behind cult-like behavior, why some creators crave sympathy, content, how loyalty is weaponized, why viewers eventually rebel, and the long-term consequences of running a cult-like platform. Yeah, that is what we call it. So this is my final stretch, the part where we talk about the real engine behind cult-like behavior. We have money, power, control, and the illusion that someone is bigger than they actually are. And that is where everything's come together. Let us talk about the money behind the cult mindset. Let us start with the part everyone avoids, the money. Because behind every cult-like platform is a monetization strategy. One, emotional content pays. Sad stories, scripts suffering, random villagers holding placards, fake emergencies, sudden tragedies. These videos always spike views, and views mean revenue. That's why these dramatic videos appear magically whenever there's backlash. Number two, donations from loyal followers. When a creator convinces followers that they are the chosen one, the followers feel obligated to donate. They think their money is feeding a mission, in reality in feeding a storyline. Number 3, manufactured scarcity and begging cycle. Another tactic is acting like the world is constantly against you. These trigger sympathy donations. So creators will cut like following, repeatedly present themselves as victims, underdogs, misunderstood genius, oppressed by haters, attacked by jealous people. This is emotional manipulation, drives money. Number 4, protecting the brand at all costs. A cult leader does not tolerate criticism because criticism can damage income. That's why the reaction to simple question is extreme. You ask, why did you say that you don't know that person? Suddenly, it turns into a full-blown emotional breakdown because every crack in the story threatens revenue. And this is why script videos keep on appearing. Let us dig deeper into the phenomenon we saw with the stranger holding a bracket. And why does content start looking script? Because 1, running out of real stories. When someone films every day, they eventually run out of genuine content. So they start staging. So the stranger at the gate video, you can't practically see the script. Yeah. Number 2, creating fake emergencies equals engagement. Dramatic thumbnails, fake shock expression, sudden poverty cases, unexpected visitors. These always get clicks. These always get donation. These always shift attention away from controversy. Number 3, keeping followers emotional keeps them loyal. When a follower is emotionally invested, they stop thinking critically. This is why cult-like creators constantly pump emotional situation. Real or staged, doesn't matter, viewers react the same. And let us talk why actually what we call loyalty is weaponized. We need to talk about this, why loyalty become weapon. First, it is turning the followers into online soldiers. These leaders don't need to attack critics themselves. They let their fan do it. They basically weaponize loyalty. The minions jump in the contents, attacking, insulting, threatening, and defending. Number 2, the same names always appear. When you look at those people, for my case, I can talk about the Janet Harris types, the extreme loyalist or loyalist, the account that shows up to 24/7 the day. These people aren't just fans, they are programmed defenders. They believe any criticism in attack on their identity. Number 3, loyal through war or fear. In cult system, people stay loyal not because they love their leader, it's because they are afraid to backlash. That's why many former supporters of Mura came to my comments anonymously. They were scared of being targeted by his loyalists. Now let us talk about the moment of awakening. Why do followers finally wake up? 1, repetition of lies. When creators contradict themselves too many times, people start noticing. I don't know him, but we have seen you with him dozens of times. 2, Staged victimhood become obvious. When sympathy videos become too frequent, people start asking, why does trouble always show up right after criticism? Number 3, other creators expose the pattern. That is why even for me, I'm start pointing out the same issue. Followers begin connecting dots. Number 4 is respect breakdown. When a leader treats followers like tools instead of human, loyalty collapses. Number 5, some of subscribers woke up from the darkness. This one is most important. Some of you watching these were once hardcore defenders of Mura. You protected him, you fought critics, you believed every story, but you woke up. You began to see the manipulation, the contradiction, the fake stories, the controlling behavior, and then constant emotional games. And once you wake up, you can never go back. Running a cult platform has consequences, big ones. And some of them is like audience burnout. Followers eventually get exhausted. All the drama, all the fighting, all the begging, all the staged stories, they walk away. And through this, you lose we call it credibility. When someone is caught lying multiple times, even the loyal fans start distracting themselves. Your reputation collapses slowly, then suddenly. And from that, you get what we call public backlash. Grows. More and more people speak out, more reaction channel appear, more villagers talk, more behind the scene stories leak. The truth always finds its way out. Number 4 is isolation. As criticism grows, the leader hides from reality. They surround themselves only with loyalists who tell them that what they want to hear. That's why creators in cult mode often have no real friends, just minions. And their downfall is always inflicted. People don't cancel cult like leaders. They cancel themselves through ego. Lies. Look at Paul Mackenzie. Full of lies, manipulation, arrogance, fake stories, disrespect, greed, victim mentality. And that is why a lot of people, he had to put a lot of people into suffering. Yeah. And that is what I can say. In Kenya, I give us an example of Paul Mackenzie. And why this pattern will continue. This behavior won't stop because it works. And the more you do drama is equals to views, views is equals to money, money is equals to more power, power is equals to more manipulation is equals to more blind followers, more bullying of critics, more bullying critics, more drama, more views. It's a loop. And a cult-like creator depends on loop. So my final message to the viewers, listen. This video is not about one person, because I've talked about Trump, I've talked about Paul Mackenzie, the Shakahola massacre, about Mura. It's about recognizing manipulation online. It is about understanding how cult behavior forms. It is about protecting yourself from creators who want to control you instead of inspiring you. Always think, always question, always analyze. If a leader gets angry when you ask question, run. If a creator punishes followers for thinking independent, run. If someone makes you feel guilty for disagreeing, run. You owe loyalty to the truth, never to manipulate us. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. What I want to say is that please subscribe, like, comment, and share to other individuals. Goodbye for now. Let us meet in the next episode. Goodbye.